I had this idea of starting off the podcast with inspirational or philosophical quotes, or at least one, especially one that pertains to what we're going to talk about. And I fucking forgot the quote that I wanted to say. So I'm like, God damn it. I can't find it. I don't know who said it. I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and paraphrase it. It's not what you get from reaching for your goals, but who you become for having accomplished it. And I think that pertains a lot with the fitness. I butcher it the second time. It's not who you are underneath, but what you do that defines you. Yeah, it's not what you get from reaching your goals, but who you become for having accomplished it. Or something like that.
I mean, we could even wrap it around there.
I got my eyes on you.
Oh no.
Sing for me, boy.
And you can do it towards just the
That was
front.
actually pretty good, actually.
That was really good.
I was like, hold on, was that the actual song?
You just hear all the auto tune.
we could sit it down. Okay, we're good.
Got it. That's our sponsor today, Jack Links. Everyone misses the Sasquatch. We still want to mess with that motherfucker.
Decoration.
It was supposed to be my hat, but I forgot it.
See, the waves don't even seem big on mine either. Stop.
Oh, the figures.
Alright. See, the waves don't even seem big on mine either. I sound like a
Mic check, mic check. Hello, hello. Mic check. Oh, that looks better.
What?
Hello. Mic check, mic check.
We're just gonna keep the thing away from you.
Freaking Bernard. I sound like a transvestite.
That was funny.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Don't forget, we got a camera here, camera there, camera there.
Oh shit.
We'll look everywhere. Yes. All eyes on us, as they say.
First of all, we'd like to shout out to some sponsors. We got Jack Links underneath the cowboy hat. We got Monster Energy Juice, Mango Loco. I'm just kidding. We're not sponsored by anyone.
We're not sponsored by nobody.
No.
Just kidding. We're just hobbyists right now.
Yes. You know, a topic real quick.
Okay. Let's just jump right into
Let's
it.
talk about the hood's finest.
It's already up there.
It was already up there. Yeah, that's pretty crisp. I wish I looked that good.
Camera wise?
Watch it just be like an iPhone.
Dude, if that's an iPhone, I'd be jealous.
Yeah, dude. A lot of my friends do like just little like reels too now. Like I'm seeing everyone doing like little content, and they're just that's
They only
it.
have an iPhone?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
What kind of iPhone? Do you know?
just probably the latest.
Damn,
Yeah.
I don't even know what iPhone I have.
You know what? And I think iPhones are like more compatible or like made for like Instagram. Like I know Snapchat for a fact it's developed for iPhone.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's like if you see somebody's Android on Snapchat, it looks like all pixelated.
I hate you. I have an
Oh,
iPhone.
you would know.
I have an iPhone, but I do like my Android.
Yeah.
We shit on the Android.
But with that being said, let's talk about iPhone with their little shenanigans. Have you heard recently that they might be getting sued for people with like old iPhones because they would downgrade the
I mean that was already a thing back then.
it was, but
It's
I
coming
think
back.
It's coming back, and so I'm like, dang, I guess they didn't learn this first time, but we still keep buying it, and it still blows my mind. Which, at the same time, it's such a friendly user interface, in my opinion.
Mhm.
So yeah.
What? Just Apple?
Apple.
Yeah,
no,
it's for anybody to
Yeah,
use.
it's easy. It's easy money. I love it.
I've had an iPhone since high school.
Oh,
So
really?
thinking about
Mr. Money
transition.
bags.
I'm probably wrong.
Excuse me.
It's only been 5 years. No, but
you graduated 5 years ago? No.
yeah, I was in high school.
Oh,
I'm only
Y'all want to see my first phone? Y'all can keep talking.
Do you really have your first iPhone?
Well, my first phone was a flip phone. and that was like, yeah, that was like
You know
freshman
what?
in high school.
They're coming back out with that flip phone design. Have you seen that?
Oh, like the square thing that turned into a
Yep.
big old TV screen.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
My God.
That was my first phone.
Nokia!
Or $32.
So you had a weapon. You had a brick. You had a brick in your pants.
And, you know, it actually looks pretty
It
badass.
does look pretty badass. Why are you
For
all
like one of the first phones.
No, I
That's
heard
cool.
what you said. You're all bricked up? Is that what
No,
you said?
you got a brick in your pants. Oh wait, I don't know if that sounds right.
You can change the music right on the side of the phone.
Yeah, man. When it first started like having like you could like save audio and whatnot, I thought that was so cool. I actually used to always, I don't know if this sounds narcissistic, but I couldn't send text messages of pictures, right? Because I didn't have the data plan for it. You know? So I took a picture of myself and I put it as my background. And I was like, "Why do you have your picture of yourself on your background?" I was like, "Well, I don't know what else to put." I was like, "I got the sky, but I already got that saved on the phone anyway."
I can't go to Google yet.
Yeah.
I can't go to Google yet, and I can't save photos. So I gotta take a picture of something.
I remember her name was Elizabeth Beasley.
Oh shit!
Oh
And,
no.
yeah. Now this is bothering me to this day.
Red, brother, red.
Like, you know, I'm like,
Oh,
dude, why does it matter what I put as my background? First of all, it's my phone. But secondly, it's flipped down. Nobody can see it. Yes. And like, you know, just to come up and be like, why would you put that? What do you want it to be? You're not that pretty, so you don't deserve that. But enough insults. We're gonna move on from that.
I'm like, we're gonna move on from that. Yeah, my turn. I knew this girl.
Dude, do you got any stories to tell me about? You know, when you were younger, girl.
I have a lot of stories, but
Oh,
I don't know if that's the episode.
Yeah.
It's not the
Let's go
episode.
back
Not
on
the
track, I
episode,
guess.
okay.
Let's just say I was a hopeless romantic.
Oh.
Still are.
Shut up! Shut up! I've changed.
Still
I've
are.
changed. No, I've changed. Don't be kidding.
I used to be like a super hopeless romantic, just poetry and all those things, and write all these lovely things for people.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said last time, I was like, if I adored a girl or I liked her, I would adore her. While the other guys who were assholes were getting the girls that they liked, and I'm like, what? How does this work? I don't get it.
I get that, man.
And it's been years, and I'm still thinking that. I'm like, why?
You know, I think it's because like when you're younger, you do wear your heart on your sleeve. You haven't been, I would say, conditioned yet.
Well, actually, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
Yeah. What?
Tell me right now.
So, I didn't understand what the heck that was all about until what is it? The cards would flip. I don't know. Until the situation was flipped, and I was the one receiving attention. And they were like, too nice, too this, too that. And I'm like, this is a little weird.
Yeah.
This is a bit weird. Like, I kind of enjoy more.
The reverse situation?
It's the reverse situation. The
Like for you.
girl was really nice to me and very
I get
very
you.
agreeable and all this. And to me, when I thought about it, I'm like,
It wasn't a challenge.
It doesn't feel stimulating intellectually for me. Like, I need someone who can challenge me, not be an asshole to me,
Yeah.
but to challenge me that way that I'm like, oh, okay, I can get better in the way that I think. But
Not so
someone who
submissive.
just goes along with everything, I'm like, I don't know about that. So then that's what opened my eye. Oh, that's probably how I look. That's probably how I look whenever I'm just being a hopeless romantic or whatever.
Right.
So that kind of taught me a lesson a little.
Does that make you a bad person for liking a little bit more of a challenge?
I don't think it makes you a bad person.
Okay.
To each their own.
Oh, okay. You got something to say on that one, Andy? You wanna?
Nah, I mean,
You elaborate.
we're not the same person 10 years ago. And
Absolutely not.
you get your heart broken once, twice, 3 times.
Mhm.
And then I guess you learn to not be so, I guess, what was your outlet? Open, right? Kind of close yourself off, or you become more resilient, right?
More conditioned for
More
it.
conditioned.
I got what you're
Or I end up becoming, and this, which is funny, people don't like it when you say that you're picky.
Mhm.
But I'm like, actually, for me, for my situation,
Mhm.
I do have to be picky.
Mhm.
Because if I'm not picky, I'd be the same way that I was as a younger kid, just putting my heart on the line and whatever. This time I'm like, all right, hold on. if I'm meeting someone, I'm not the.
I'm sorry for laughing.
I just saw
No.
the Giga Chad.
No, I was trying not to.
How much weight is this right here, dude?
That's about 50 pounds.
Sorry to cut you off. How much is this?
It's 405. It's 405.
How much do you weigh?
You're kidding. That's not
No,
405.
it's 405. It's a 45-pound weight.
Motherfucker, you painted 45 on it. That shit was.
That's my little brother that comes with an age. Bring
That
the
shit
paint.
was only 5 pounds each plate.
Easy. Yeah, 5 pounds each. Nah, man, like
20. Oh, 19.
well, I thought it was 20.
I don't know
That's
if we're gonna
still
show the
fucking crazy,
video,
though.
but we're looking at a video of Bernard. What's it called?
No, it's
deadlifting.
yeah.
Deadlifting. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna jump. All right.
This one is-
We're gonna cut it short for the love and heart and everything. We're gonna get into fitness.
We'll go to Eric's channel for that.
It's gonna just be lover boy shit.
Yeah, man. No, I've done fitness.
There's a good picture.
Oh yeah, I was gonna
appreciate it,
ask
yeah.
you. When did you start like your fitness
journey.
your fitness journey?
Yeah, you know that.
That ass.
You know, my friend David, he sent me a message like, "Dang, you look thick," and I was like, "Is it my head or is it my penis?" He said both. And I was like,
Both.
I like it.
No,
But
look
yeah,
at the delts.
you sweet.
The delts.
Right here, what?
The back.
Man, you,
Right there. That shot. The tricep. The fact that it has the shadow over your arm. I'm like,
This little vein.
Okay.
yeah,
So this is at the end of your workout.
I wish I looked like this all the time.
Right?
Nah, I absolutely don't.
It's only after a pump that I'm like, damn, my shoulders look good, and then like 5 days later, what the fuck?
What happened?
What
Where'd it
happened?
go?
That's a nice car too.
You sweet. Thank you guys. Yeah. No, I started my fitness journey when I was about, I'd say, 13. And
So you'd always been into it.
yeah, you know, I started when I started watching Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh.
You know,
That's
that's
inspiration. I
right
want to look
there.
like them.
I remember to this day. I saw the episode where Gohan was teaching Videl how to make a energy ki blast, and he was just, you know, doing that whole little thing, and then all of a sudden the energy started, and I was like, I can do that too. I ran straight into my bedroom, and that ended in 5 minutes. I was like, I must become stronger. So I got my dad's 25-pound weight, and I remember I was just like, good. And when I got that pump, I was like, yeah, this feels pretty nice. And I remember going outside, and I had this little portable speaker, and I was a crazy kid. Like I climbed on top of this shed that me and my dad put together. So that already tells you, like, I did. I would run and like do a cartwheel off of it, and I was listening to.
You jump off of it like Chris Angel.
Bro, I didn't fly. Maybe next time. Yeah, I busted my ass a couple times. But, you know, no, like I was listening to Nirvana Teen Spirit,
Mm-hmm.
and it got me. I was like, wow, I feel good. I feel energized. You know, it's like I start getting the chills because songs sound so good. I climb up there, and my mom's like, "Oh, Bernard, you shouldn't be doing that." And I'm like, "Watch this, Mom." And
Watch
yeah, it got me going, man.
Just you saying that, I don't know. I got flashbacks. Like when you're a little kid, your imagination is like so wild.
It runs rampant, man, and I love it. I love it.
My imagination still runs rampant. I just don't act on it like I used to.
Why?
But I feel like I could like not hallucinate, but I saw things more
Mm.
vivid.
He
I
had
don't
an
know,
imaginary friend and everything.
And that's a good point. Yeah, you do see things a lot more vivid at that time period in your life.
Now, I mean, I don't have the same
Mhm.
vision, but like,
You're conditioned.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like everything's.
Or maybe it's just a matter of age, or I don't know what it is, or like,
Something else may be more important to you?
You know, so the reason why I say conditioned is because I think to myself, it's like when you see something multiple times, it doesn't have that same oomph to it as when you first saw it, right? And when you're a kid, it's like you're finally first being able, like, I don't know if you guys remember when you first like had your first consciousness moment.
I remember.
I remember mine.
When was yours?
Mine was I was at my parents' lab that they owned, and I was walking to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I was like, "What am I doing?" And I was like, "I guess I'm going to the bathroom." So, and I did that, but from that point on, it's like I felt like, oh, now I'm in full control. Like I'm driving a manual car or something like that, and I had experience already, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was really weird.
Mine was I was 7 years old.
Mhm.
My mom picked us up from school.
Mhm.
I was just sitting in the passenger seat. I was looking up at the sky, and I looked at my hand, and I started looking at all the little details and crevices in the hand. I'm like, who am I? What am I? And that was it. That was the first question I ever asked, and that's when I consider myself. That's when I was actually me, Eric. Other than that, that was just some kid.
Yeah.
I was just some little kid who was existing, but that's when I woke up.
That blows my mind. And you don't remember yours, Angel?
No, like I can remember a time like when my imagination was wild.
Mhm.
I don't know when I snapped out of it.
Mhm.
I
wanna know about your
I was
imagination.
obsessed with like Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
So I was like a little.
Who was your Ninja Turtle? Who were you?
Michelangelo.
Oh, interesting. Who are you?
Wait, hold on. Which one, Mike? Michael's a pizza guy.
The orange.
Orange,
bandana.
yeah.
Nunchucks.
No. Oh, yeah. I was like, man, I teeter-tottered between Raphael and Leonardo. Like, because I was like, I want to be the leader.
I don't think I saw the cartoons. I saw the live action.
Yeah.
Guys in the suit.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember
That was in the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was, wow, you brought me back, man. My mind's blown. Like, I wish that you could get like a scene of me. It's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen this cat where like they put this little flower on her head. She's like, "Dwee-oo," and puts it on the cat's head, and the cat does like, you know, that whole thing, and it's like prophecy. And that was my one right there. And what about you?
I was definitely Leonardo.
Okay.
Mostly because my favorite color is blue,
Okay.
and then he had the katanas.
Mm.
My older brother, he was Mikey. He was Michelangelo.
Mhm.
Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey. And my younger brother, he was Raphael. But, and what's funny is that they each like represented our actual personalities. Me, I've always been like, when we were kids, my older brother was like super hyper. My younger brother was really, angry and like really, I'll fight anybody. And I was real quiet and just like calm about stuff.
Mhm.
So we just picked our little colors.
I remember one day I was at the farmer's market and there's like this river that goes through it.
Mhm.
And I'm a little kid just running around and I was just staring at the river. And I swear I could have seen like turtle shells like going down, like big turtle shells. And they had like the bandana wrapped around them, red, yellow, orange. And I was like, whoa, Ninja Turtles. Like, that's, I remember that moment. I don't know.
You've been doing drugs for a long time.
Obviously, they weren't there, but that's how vivid my
That's
imagination
awesome.
was.
Like, I thought I had a good imagination, but I've never actually literally like saw stuff.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Say,
not that you're hallucinating or that you're what is
but
it?
my
Sounds like
imagination.
schizophrenia.
I was about to say, not that you're
No, go ahead.
schizophrenic, but
I'm sorry.
yeah, that's badass.
So you would actually see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I tried to have an imaginary friend, and
You tried to have one.
I know
Some
it
people
sounds
don't
dumb.
try. It's forced upon
Forced
them.
upon them.
He's still talking to me.
As a matter of fact, he's a guest star on our show.
He's
the
right
camera
there.
zooms in right here. No,
You just see
No
some
one
sort
ever
of,
sits in
hey,
that spot.
you sort of see an orb. Oh, there it is. Fuck.
no, like again, Dragon Ball Z. I tried to imagine Gohan was sitting next to me talking to me, and I was making my own dialogue with him, and I was like, nah, that's not. This imagining stuff's stupid. I'm not doing it.
He's like, nope, not for me.
And I felt so depressed that I couldn't like I don't
Actually
know.
talk to him or make him.
Yeah, or just like you said, you make it. You know?
But the thing is, I wasn't trying.
Well, now you're showing up.
It was just
You
vivid.
weren't-
It was
you
just.
weren't even trying.
Hey, I mean, that's kind of cool. I'm a little jealous because I'm like, I got a big old imagination, but he could actually like
Visual.
Yeah,
visualize it even more. And I'm like, that's kind of cool.
When did you know that? Okay, so first, like, when did you know you were a philosopher? Angel, what would you consider yourself?
Creative.
Creative.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I just
Would-
like to make stuff. And the point of all this,
So an engineer.
Just a
in
practice.
some
So
sense.
and
I like to learn new things all the time. I don't want to be busy, stuck doing nothing. I
Right.
wanna learn.
would you consider yourself the kind of person who enjoys the process?
Yes.
I am.
And to say that I did something.
Mhm.
Same like with my 75 challenge. A lot of people get put off by the idea. You're actually doing that, and I failed once and I stopped.
Wait. You're
For-
75 channels, you say?
Challenge.
Challenge.
75 hard.
the
Yeah.
workout 75 hard.
And they
That's what it's called.
Oh,
they put you down for that?
I was like, you're actually doing that, or like,
That's
mean,
not fair.
it doesn't bother
You're
me.
like, yes, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What you gonna do about
I'm
it?
gonna finish it. So that kind of gives me the motivation to do
Yeah,
that.
it's something you're proud of.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I just
cool.
want to look back and be able to say, yeah, I did that once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned to ride a bike. Yeah, I was in a band and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I
cool.
want to leave something behind to show that I
you
did
can
something.
do it if you put your mind to it, kind of thing. You want to have kids one day?
Eventually.
And that's pretty much
At
what
least
you want to
two.
show that legacy.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these videos will be online if they ever look it up or they can look back.
I like that. What about you, Eric? Tell me, when did you find out?
I was about to say, I'm not the person who enjoys the process of it. I love the end thing, the product, the story, but then I'm like, fuck, I gotta write it. Damn it! I'm like, shit. There's work I gotta do.
Do you feel like you like that it's in your brain? You get to see it visually of like what you're creatively thinking about your ideas, but you just like, oh shoot, I gotta take it out of here, put it to paper. Kind of
And what's interesting, because right now I love thinking about my stories, and then when I talk about little scenes, people are always like, "Dude, why aren't you writing it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm asking myself the same question." Because in my head,
You just got to do it.
I have a world, I have movies in my head, and I'm like, I can't die and let these stories go die with me. I gotta put them in the world. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
But no, when I was a kid, I loved writing for the sake of it. I would just come up with little stories while the teacher's teaching us something.
You're writing your own.
I'm over here writing stories. She gives us journals for like math or whatever, and I'm over there in class just writing some fiction stuff. But yeah, I don't know. And then when I got older, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta make money. And boom, right away, there was like a little either creative or survive in money. And I'm like, damn, well, I can't just be creative and do nothing. I gotta get money.
Right.
And that's the kind of the thing that kind of killed it a little bit for me. If I didn't have to think about money, I'd be able to fall back in love with writing again.
Yeah.
I feel.
Really pursue it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: do you feel that if you, as a person, if you were given a bunch of money, would you really go right? Would you really go and put the effort into it, or would you relax and not really? It's like, yeah, it'd be nice. But like you said, to put out pen on paper, that's work. And so, would you hold yourself back? Because I think Angel wouldn't. I don't know if I would, because I'm not in that situation, so I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, it's unknown.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would take advantage of that opportunity like that and put it towards where I can do that.
I think when I first wrote that novel, I had to put away my game consoles. I had to deprive myself of all the stuff that would distract me, so that if I ever got antsy to like do something creative, it had nothing to do with those other things. It was my only outlet would be my writing, and I'm like, so I would have sort of forced myself to get into it. That's the only way that I could like trust.
A lot of people do that. Writers, they go out to a cabin in the middle of the woods with a typewriter.
I'm like, that's why if I was given a lot of money and they're like, and we're gonna set you up in this house, I'm like, oh shit, well, don't mind if I do. I'm like, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna go ahead and write.
So it's not a problem that you have to have money to survive. You would just like to be paid for the work that you put in there, knowing guaranteed you're getting paid for this.
Yeah.
So you wish your job was like to write creative novels and whatnot.
Yeah. Like if I had someone, an agent like Eric, these people are interested in the story. We need you to. I'm like, boom, I'm going.
That sounds too easy. Not
easy.
not to give you the wrong idea, but like if you like to write, then you're gonna write.
Yeah.
You're competing with thousands of other writers, and right now they're all on strike because you know why? Because they're not getting paid.
That's good.
And so you're, not to make fun of you, but you're wanting all this stuff, but it's not like they hand that out.
Yeah. I gotta put in some work or whatever.
If you really aspire to do something like that, you know. If it's a hobby, like you write a book every now and then, that's like your project.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Interesting.
And that brings us back to a little bit on the fitness thing again. If you want to see yourself get to a certain weight or look or physique or mobility or for a certain sport, you have to put the time and effort and you got to make the sacrifices. Like right now, it's a 70 challenge, 70-day challenge,
75 days.
75-day challenge, and so you got to commit to that. You got to sacrifice. You went out yesterday and didn't drink.
It was so
mind.
hard.
Blows my
Yeah.
mind, dude.
Everybody was wild. I don't know if y'all saw my story, but everyone was like, just everybody was.
The bartender was like,
Yeah,
You
everybody.
have your water.
Lit.
Ah.
Just
Yeah.
fill it up again.
Fill it up with my own tears. No, I'll tell you right now, man. Like, doing that carnivore diet for me, it was a struggle because it's like you got to let go of all the sugar addictions you have, and that kills me, man. Because like I see the soda right now, right?
mm-hmm.
Ooh, that looks good. That looks real good.
Monster.
Monster. And I love soda. Like, I'm a soda fiend. And when I found out, you can drink mineral water, I was like, well, okay. It doesn't taste as sweet, but makes it work, And that's pretty much, I guess, what motivates me is like, I like to experiment with my body and see the results, which brings us back to like, how you guys each found your thing that, what defines me of what I like. It doesn't define you fully, but for me, it's like I like creating something, putting the time and effort, just like Angel does, and seeing what I can create. And that's when I've realized I'm a scientist. I want to go and experiment. I want to see what I can do. I want to push my body to the limits because it doesn't hurt anyone else unless I die. Hopefully not, but I get to see, well, was my idea worthwhile? Okay, it worked, So that's the cool thing about it. And it's like dude, another thing too is like, I feel that, I say like a lot, I need to stop that. No.
What, like a filler?
Yeah, it's, if I start thinking about it too much, I'm gonna be saying like so much, but that's another thing, for example, I look at my body, or just anyone's body, and you have a Ferrari. You don't have no Honda Civic. You have like some busted like old 1992 like beater car, right? You got a Ferrari, but you have to engage on it. You have to keep it clean. You have to do the maintenance, and when you ride it, it feels good. That sounds a little sexual. It's
you
like
ride that Ferrari.
Ooh, tell you, get on that gas.
Never been in one, but
I've never been in one
imagine.
either, I would like to imagine.
We should go for like a test drive.
We should.
That could be its own video too.
Yeah, that'd be pretty.
Just in the background.
I don't know if you're making that noise. That'd be. I don't know why. I made that
Put it
noise.
in another car.
You just see me fly out of the car.
Have you guys ever gone go karting going 60
Oh, yeah.
miles an hour?
Yeah.
60?
Yeah, there's this.
Wow.
I don't remember where it's at. I gotta look it up. But
It's like far. Yeah.
yeah, it's like near Forney or something like that. Yeah, dude, like that place.
East Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, like they have a huge track. You're going 60 out there. You smell the gas, and whew, that's a
That sounds
experience.
fun.
Yeah, I should bring you out sometime.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I just remember going dirt bike riding somewhere over there.
Mhm.
And I crashed like a couple times.
Oh my god.
And I was just a little kid, but I was like, doop, doop. Fucking crash.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, I'm down to go. Just not right now. It's fucking
Yeah,
hot
yeah,
out.
Oh,
it's
it's
too hot.
hot.
Yeah, imagine.
I was at the gym and they had like the TV, like the news.
Mhm.
It's like 20 something days. It's been over 105 degrees. So hot.
It's nonstop, man. It's nonstop. My dad said, like, I don't know what we did to deserve this, but God, man. Mad at Texas, but I don't know. Like, is it that hot over?
And it's just not that. It's like there's forest fires in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Hillary Clinton turned into a hurricane. She's
What?
Hurricane Hillary Clinton. Is that a new one? Wait, I missed something?
no, there's a hurricane out there.
Cold.
Hillary.
Wow.
That was a
Wow.
curveball for me. Hillary Clinton turned into a hurricane. I'm like,
Hold up now.
what's going
That's
on?
crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, like global warming's a real thing, and I think people are really starting to see like, no.
Finally,
It's-
Florida had waters that hit at like 100 degrees. The waters in
What?
Florida, yeah.
Wow.
You imagine all the fishes dying.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
think
not.
about
And
that.
imagine the coral reef.
Yeah.
What was this, Eric? I'm sorry.
No, nothing. I'm just listening to all this
You
shit
get
that I
a
haven't
vibe
heard of,
up.
and I'm like, what?
Where you been?
Under a rock,
Yeah.
apparently.
In my house, cool. Not watching TV.
AC blasted.
Where have you been? In the cool.
All the lights on.
In the cool, with cold water and all that. Holy
Which-
shit.
Which reminds me, imagine, like how we had Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine if that happened now. All electricity out,
Mm-hmm.
be dying.
People did. People did that.
Oh, they did die there, but I'm just saying, I think it'd be even worse now. At
You
least
said
you
in
can put
Alaska?
clothes on.
Mm-hmm.
No, Alaska.
Oh, I don't know
It was-
what that is.
Alaska was whenever the
It was like freezing and like people's water pipes were bursting and
electricity
power.
goes down.
It was here.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Dang.
Shit, where do you live?
I guess they didn't have the blackouts in his area.
I think it's because I live by a hospital.
Oh,
that's,
okay.
Yeah.
that's probably why. Because my parents, I remember it being like very, very cold,
Mhm.
and my parents were like, "No, we're fine." And then when it was all blown over, I went over to visit, and they're like, "Yeah, the electricity was out for like a few days. We had to huddle up and sleep in the living room." And I'm like, "What? What the fuck?"
Why didn't you guys come over? It was all iced up. What
It was
happened
all
here,
iced.
Angel?
Nothing. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
my kitchen like it broke.
Mm.
Like
The kitchen
sink,
broke?
The sink.
The
The
sink,
sink
oh,
buster.
okay.
It all busted. I didn't know what to do.
No,
There wasn't enough
yeah.
insulation, you know. So
No,
it's
No.
cracked.
You know what? Actually, if you scroll down, I actually have a video that I took with my drone of all the ice.
Really?
It's gonna blow your mind, Eric.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
look at this. Keep going.
Giga Chad.
Giga Chad. No, let's go up a little bit.
almost.
I think so. No, go back down. Now
He
we're
just
just,
wants
now
to
we're just having fun.
Now he just wants to show off
Yeah.
that beard.
Oh, it's the black one. Click. Yeah, that one. Nope, it is not that one. Well, dude, I don't know. But that's with the drone. But it might be. Go ahead and exit out of that one.
In your story,
I'm wondering.
like somewhere up here.
No, it's not that one. I'm wondering if no, I didn't post this story. But anyways, I'll bring it back up one of these days. But it was so iced over, like there was layers of ice. And I remember waking up that morning, and I was like, "Why is it so cold in here?" Like I know I didn't put the AC down that cold, and then, but I knew that the cold front was coming in.
Mm.
And I look at this cup that changes colors whenever it gets cold.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Fuck, I didn't pay the electricity bill."
Wow, that's an interesting way of going.
And
That's
like,
cool.
my dad was living with, we were living together, and I was like, he's gonna fucking kill me, dude. And then I looked at my phone, and I was like, wait, why is my phone not charging? And all of a sudden it kind of clicked. I was like, oh, thank God. I did pay the electricity bill, but
It's just out.
our electricity's out. And I'm like, I'm sure it'll come back up. Anyways, yeah, no, it didn't come back up. It took about 2 days, and I remember having to charge my phone in the car, and that was
Oh, the power didn't come.
no, yeah, it was out. It was completely out. Yeah, for 3 days, I think.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and one of my friends told me if it was down for minutes, like more, it would never come back on because it was that bad.
Oh, the power plant.
The
itself.
power plant
Yeah,
itself,
I
yeah.
remember. That was a
Did you
couple years ago. Yeah.
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 Like, I heard that grid was supposed to only last for like a couple years back in the 70s or 60s, and I was like, we're a little outdated here, man. Like, imagine trying to go fix that now, like that. So I'm worried about all this because I know we're all blowing our AC right now, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's consuming a lot of power, but say la vie, I guess. So.
They're even saying that they whoever the governor, what's his name? Abbott.
Abbott. Yeah.
Abbott. He's like bump the AC like 10 degrees higher than it would be and unplug everything. Like
Oh,
who's it? ERCOT?
ERCOT. That
ERCOT,
sounds familiar.
I think it's ERCOT, the company.
Oh, the company. Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Just because they don't want people to blow out the power plant.
Again, yeah. Sorry, we're trying to help you make money. You're welcome. But yeah, no, that's,
Fix your shit.
yeah,
More
I
likely.
mean,
Get up to date. Put some solar panels or something, you know?
mhm.
Look at all this. We're not collecting any of it.
Yeah, I mean, well, especially right now, we should be collecting it. I mean, with how much that sun is coming through, we're even hot sitting here looking at it. But yeah, I'm sorry. I keep moving this pillow. But I feel like I'm like wrestling it, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill it, but no. Yeah, like I don't know why we can't, group in together. Like, no, let's get this thing done. And people are out here dying because of it. But anyways, I think we need to talk a little bit more about this fitness. So, we've lost track of that.
I love how we
don't
talk
have to,
about
like,
personal
stick to it.
goals
Talk
to
about-
the
Okay.
fucking climate.
Okay, let's
It's
talk
fucked
about
up right now. ERCOT.
What do you got coming up? What's this? China?
Oh.
China water crisis.
Water solar panel. What? What?
The prophecy is true.
Is that the guy?
I don't know, but I saw him at Big Tex for the thing.
Oh shit. They should have you said Big Texas.
What?
Whoa.
They have him on the water?
Yeah, y'all didn't see this?
No.
Cue the music.
Yeah.
Copyright the music.
This
Solar panels on the ocean.
China is light years ahead of us, I think, as
That's
far as like, what would you call it, manufacturing and just like they can build highways over a weekend and we can't even finish 635. That bitch has been in construction for like.
bro, since my consciousness. I've seen that. I've been well aware that
Since
it
I was
still
woke.
Since I was woke.
That's true wokeness
That's funny,
right
man.
there.
Yes. Yes.
You know what they should put underneath it as well? They have this one where, like, when the waves come in, it generates electricity. So, yeah, man, like.
You think that's just like good management?
And it's making jobs.
You think
Yeah.
that's just good management?
What?
By 2030.
Like, cause Angel mentioned that they can build stuff like what you say, a highway or whatever, in
Yeah.
like a weekend, and we have like fucking 630. Sorry, excuse my language. 635 has been like that for like fucking years.
You know
Or
what?
what's the one to Six Flags? 30.
That's 30.
God
Well,
damn.
Yeah, it's 30.
There's finally this exit that they've been working on for 15 years, and I'm like, what?
I will say this.
How?
China's regulations are lower than ours, and secondly, they're more corrupt for, like, there's some videos that'll show you, like, the apartments that they'll build. They'll build it fast, but there's really...
falling down.
And
Really?
I'm like, yeah. So,
Interesting.
because they'll get these government contracts and then end up taking most of the money for profit for themselves, and it's like, all right, let's do this crap job.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's a give and take relationship.
Yeah, that's why
I don't-
when we see construction sites, I mean, I can complain all I want and be like, damn, this shit sucks, but at the same time, I don't actually like. I'm not like, they need to hurry up. I'm like, well, if it's taking a long ass time, there's probably hopefully a good reason for that,
Mhm.
because I don't want to be driving on a bridge and all of a sudden,
Drop.
oh no, die.
Oh,
There's those poor guys out there working now.
I went to go get my car cleaned the other day, and this guy was out there just scrubbing the tires and everything. I was like, oh, hell no. All I got is 4 bucks, man. I'll tip you, but like, you need to go inside and get some water.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that makes me sad to really think about, manual labor. And, okay, maybe that make me sad in the sense like I feel bad for them, but I feel for them.
Sort of puts you in a perspective.
Yeah, I would hope that they're working to get a better job, I hope. But sometimes you're stuck in that thing.
Yeah.
And that really hurts my heart. I remember I had this ex where the dad came from Mexico, had nothing. Man has a body shop business and makes good money. And, he owns that business. And I went to his garage and everything. It's pretty badass. And I see us sitting here and it's like, well, what are we doing for ourselves? Why are we not on that level where he came from nothing and he's made something of himself? You know what I mean? So, yeah. And
That sounds like something that a lot of people right now, I don't know if it's our generation or the new generation, who knows. But there's such pressure that either is put on us, expectation-wise, or we put it on ourselves.
Yeah.
Or you even hear guys like freaking Andrew Tate. They're like,
yeah.
your family did this, you owe it to them
Yeah.
But then some of us are like more individualists, like, this is actually my life. I can do what I want. But at the same time, we do kind of feel like, damn, but we see these people who rise from nothing to get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my lazy ass? And then that train of thought kind of like bothers us a little bit. We want to end up wanting to do more.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'm like, if it puts too much pressure on you, I don't think it's worth it. Do what you can. Don't kill yourself over this stuff, because like me, we're here doing podcasts. I'm not working my ass off, but I do have a job and I'm doing my best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to kill myself over like, I'm not doing the most,
This brings me to a thought for you that I actually saw this morning that I sent to my little brother and my mom. It's on Instagram, so I can send it to you.
You send it to me.
Yeah. One moment, people, one moment. Angel. And
What's the opposite of technical difficulties?
technical advantages.
This one?
Is that one. You might want
to make them tough. It probably,
to.
if you had to create a human, what would you put them through to make them tough? It probably wouldn't be a really chill life.
Yeah.
What would you put them through to make them patient? You probably wouldn't give them things immediately. And so it's like we want these traits, but each of the traits has a price tag attached to it. And it's just like, do you want to pay the price tag to get the thing? And so I think if people reframe the period of life that they're going through as the price that they're paying out of their wallet, but their wallet is their time, it's the seconds of life that they're trading for it, then I think more people would be willing to make the trade. If you had to create a human,
There's that sacrifice you were talking
what would you
about.
put them through to make them
I was
tough?
going to ask you. You know how you said like the comfortability? I think it's also a question of like, well, how much are you willing to pay? Like when I had that trucking company, I don't know why you talk about this on here, but I almost turned myself off, like shut myself down. Off yourself. What's the word? What's another word so it's YouTube friendly?
Like,
I would unalive myself would be the word.
Oh.
Because I was so depressed after running this thing, and it's like everything just kept going bad and bad and bad.
you're basically already dead.
You're right,
Yeah.
exactly. And so
It seemed like no way out.
it felt like that, and like I had my family on my back, where I had to help pay for the house, their insurance, and everything else. And I felt if I let this go, I'm gonna let my family down.
Mm.
But what I've realized is that it taught me so much that now that I lost it, it's like I came out of it and I was like, it created who I am today. And it made me a stronger, smarter, quicker, work under pressure type of person. And that was a price I paid for that wisdom and experience. And so, do you feel that, back to what you were saying about, well, actually, what would you be willing to pay to become a writer of your caliber where you can write what you want?
I would quit maybe not entirely. Video games, I would quit that entirely.
Okay.
Social life, I would have it. That's about it. Being willing to just say no when my family or friends want to hang out or spend time with me. I'm like, hold on, let me at least spend an hour,
Right.
and hopefully that builds to half a day. And actually, let me spend my Saturday on my own, doing my work. But you're not on the clock anymore. I'm like, that's not the work I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Maybe you should
me.
come up with a challenge for yourself.
Yeah,
That's smart.
that's
I
that.
like
That's that challenge. Like, shut everything else down and I build it. I'll build it to it's a
I don't know
habit.
how intense you want to get. Maybe you can do like a page a day, or I don't know how.
Yeah,
how
I
it gets
mean,
into, like,
there's
writing.
there's even communities and
Or-
like groups on Instagram who they promote or encourage the same stuff. They're
Mhm.
like literally all the writers who are like doing it. They're like, guys, write 1 page a day, write something. Doesn't have to be perfect, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and from what you were talking about, your truck company, my situation, I have no excuse. Compared to that, it's a really chill sacrifice that I would have to make. It's not something like completely crazy.
Lose a house or
Yeah.
I'm sure yeah, we lost.
So that's why if anything I might feel a little shame in myself because I understand these things and I'm not doing it. You know?
It's like you know better, but
I know better, but I'd rather do easier things that relieve stress and let me just
it's like ignoring the problem almost.
yeah. And the problem isn't even like survival, it's just doing what I feel like I should be doing. That's my actual problem. I feel like
Procrastination.
Huh?
Procrastination.
oh, there's that, yeah. Like, yeah, there's that. I don't know, you guys, because this is talking a lot about me. You guys feel like you guys have a calling? You guys ever felt you had a calling?
Well, it was kind of like what I was just getting at. I just want to be able to a calling for myself, I guess, just to show that I can always do more. I had the ability to learn new things and accomplish them, and at the same time, I want to be able to like leave my mark on my friends, on myself, my family. Like Angel did this, Angel did that. He started a podcast with his friends just for fun, and you know,
You think a lot about
travel.
you think a lot about legacy,
I guess in a way, yeah,
what you're gonna leave behind before you go.
or what I can show others.
Oh,
I have a question for you. You know, you put all this work into everything, but why don't you put all the work into one thing? And if you could, and you were to take it,
If I was to do anything,
what would be that one thing?
film.
Film.
Yeah.
What would you?
is it
What-
the
what
is
do
it
you
the
want?
vision or
The,
is
the
it
vision, cinematography, and stuff.
So what would
I'd
you-
always been interested in film. I have like videos out there that I've made when I was like 8 years old, 10 years
Nice.
old. I'd always been creating stuff.
Man, I wish I wouldn't have taken this video down before. While we're talking, I'm gonna pull these videos out. But like I made a music video with my little brother playing, listening to "Lady." I don't know if you guys know that song, but
Lady,
yeah,
hear me
that one.
tuna. Got my feeling.
Boy,
It's just so
my man knows.
How long is this or?
Oh, this wasn't even that long ago. Well, okay. Shoot, I'm getting old. This was not actually that long ago. It was actually a couple of years ago. Show on profile. So you should be able to go back and see the snow now. So I brought that back, and then my video of
He brought that sexy back.
I brought it back. Man, that was about 3 years ago, maybe 4. I keep going farther back, and I'm like, God, I'm getting older.
Cashew.
I'm gonna actually steal one of these cashews. Don't
Hey,
worry.
that tattoo right there on your right forearm, is that Yggdrasil? I'm sorry.
It's the tree of life.
That's my
Yeah.
mythology stuff geeking out.
Do tell me what that is.
Yggdrasil is the Norse mythological tree of life. It accesses the 9 realms.
Okay,
And
Well-
I just saw the branches and the trees and stuff, and I'm like, are there 9?
there's 9.
They're
Idris
still
Elba?
9. Like,
Wait,
that's Yggdrasil.
Did you say Idris Elba?
what?
No, no.
Did you say itchy elbow? Ironically I didn't, but yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna find this video, but
Yggdrasil. Ooh, it's spelled hella weird. There it is, the Y. Yggdrasil. There's a little god named Ratatoskr. He's the squirrel who takes care of it.
I think actually I got. Oh, do you guys play God of War?
That's it. That's that tree.
Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, when you guys get a moment to get back on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Is it on your page or what?
It's on my page.
If you look at my Instagram, it's so dumb.
Well, look at yours after this.
We're gonna take a little look.
I wasn't a fitness dude, but I was a model.
Were you?
No.
Oh.
I thought I was.
I mean, after the vocals, I've heard.
Oh, shit.
Keep going down. Keep going down. There's that one.
There
yeah.
it is.
So that's how bad it was. You can go ahead and play the music with it too. It's a Russian song.
Am I gonna get copyrighted?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's do it.
Don't do that. But isn't that crazy? Like how much snow was out there? And that was like probably about 4, maybe 5 inches of snow all over the place.
So, I used to go to college at West Texas A&M
Mhm.
over there in Amarillo.
Mhm.
And when it snowed, it would snow like that. The only problem is that here, I'm assuming here, it ices a lot more than it ices over there.
Yeah.
Over there, the snow is so beautiful,
Mhm.
and people just know how to drive over there. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But it also didn't ice as much here in Dallas. As far as I know, it ices hell a lot.
You know, in Texas, they have a law that you can't, that's what I've heard, you can't have snow chains.
Yeah, you can't.
And it blows my mind because I'm like, well, dude, when it snows and ices here, it does it to a crazy degree.
So you're saying we should just like crash?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Or don't
Don't
go
drive.
out. Don't
Yeah.
drive. I actually went out and tried to go to 7-Eleven for a pack of cigarettes at that. I was so addicted to them at that point.
And what happened? How was your?
My dumb ass didn't remember that no one else went to work because there was ice out there, so I was done. But yeah, like
You
that's
get stuck out there.
for a little bit. For
Mm.
a little bit, I had to shred the not shred, but heat up the ground. But yeah, let's. Oh, actually, if you go to the next video on that one, it shows me and my dad trying to cook with a Bunsen burner
Oh shit!
underneath it. And then like, if you like turn on the audio, you're gonna hear my dad's African accent.
Chicken, baby.
Oh well,
There's
that would
Bernard.
That's that. That's that cool.
There we go. Dang, when's he gonna
Chicken, baby.
talk?
We had to hear Bernard
Maybe
twice.
the other one.
Chicken,
Oh, here. Yeah, right here.
Now, the survival of the fittest.
Of the Feetest. But anyway, yeah, but let me show you the little music video I made.
Now, the survival of the fittest.
I'm gonna end the video with that.
At the end of this video, that's the title of the video. Survival of the
Feetest.
But it's a.
That is a good title, not gonna lie, I like that.
So 3. That's 2.
Now, the survival of the fittest.
Angel's is obsessive in
I
that.
like it.
No, let me show you the music video though that I made.
Oh, on the first one?
Well, no,
Oh.
just exit out this video. And then scroll down a little bit. Go back. Keep going. It's the left, that one right there. Turn up the audio with that one. I made this on my lunch break, by the way, in like 10 minutes. Look at this, wait, right here.
I like the dance move.
Wait, look, he's double jointing his name.
Oh! Holy shit!
Oh, I love that scene. Oh,
I like that.
right?
That's good.
And that's what it. You know, Angel has a good point. Keep it simple, and it will sell. It will sell because I feel like people do too much, like with movies nowadays, that they forget about the storyline.
Ooh.
And that really breaks my heart because go what?
I think you keep talking. It reminded me of what Eric sent me.
What is
So yeah, no. Sorry,
what I say?
What did I send you?
I lost my train.
I
of
like
thought
that
for a
we
second.
wanted to start this
Keep it
episode
simple.
about fitness.
Keep it simple. Yeah. Okay.
But it trailed off to something I find interesting right now. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Keeping it
Please.
simple. What's that mean?
What does keeping it simple mean? Well, let me draw back to like you know when you watch horror films back in the day,
Yeah.
it wasn't about the special effects. It was about the storyline and making it creepy. Like there's this movie, and I'm gonna get shit for this, but I don't know if you guys ever seen Sinister.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one because it's like I actually felt for the characters.
Yeah.
You know.
Actually, I'll go ahead and just say this. I love Stephen King stuff.
Mhm.
Some of the movies that probably didn't do a lot of justice to the story.
Littlefoot.
Huh?
Littlefoot.
Littlefoot. What are you talking
What
about?
is he chewing on?
I don't know.
Oh, Littlefoot, the from the animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Dude,
I don't know where he got that doll.
I forgot about that. That's another one.
Is that your dog?
No?
So is my dog.
He's just chewing on your dog. Holy shit. Sorry, Rody. No, okay. So, you said Sinister.
Mhm.
You fell for the thing. That's one of the things that Stephen King said. He said, I think this is what he said. I'm paraphrasing. He said, that's the best way for me to write a scary story.
Mhm.
I create characters that you fall in love with,
Mhm.
and then I put them through hell. Because the worst thing that you could think of is to lose the ones you love.
You need a cat shoe. You need a treat for that. I like that idea right there.
You heard that, Angel?
Let me go. Let me have some of your nuts.
Ooh.
Put your salty nuts in my mouth.
Oh! We'll go ahead and
Sorry,
beat
man.
that up. Stephen King said the best way that he writes a scary story is to create characters that you will fall in love with and then put them through hell. Tragic. Because the worst thing that you can fear is to lose the ones you love.
Mm.
That's why that works. That's why those movies and the movies nowadays that just all about jump scare, but you don't really care about the characters, that's why they suck. Because movies that you do care about the characters, you're like, you don't want to lose them.
Did you guys watch The Red Door yet?
The Red Door?
Insidious, The Red Door?
No.
It just
That was the latest one, right?
The latest
No.
one. It was okay. It was pretty good. Well, how do you guys feel about the Insidious series?
I like the first one.
First one, yeah.
That was about it. That was
Okay.
about it.
Let me take it back. The Conjuring. How about that? How do you feel about that?
I like the first one.
Damn, it's always the first one.
Because it was new, but then you see the second one,
Yeah.
it's a little new, but a lot of it's a little bit more rinse and repeat.
The third one. Well, actually, Angel, go
I
ahead
forgot
and
the
your
third
opinion.
I
I'll tell you about the movie.
don't like how like everything is turning into like its own universe. Like they have to come out with like 3 or 4
That's a
5 or
good
6.
point. Yeah.
It's for money.
I feel like sometimes they hit harder when it's just like 1 or 2, and they
Mhm.
if you do good they'll stand out.
The Conjuring.
Like I think
universe.
I don't know what number is this now, 4, 5.
No,
Conjuring?
we just finished the third one last year, I believe. But dude, after like I watched that movie, and you know how at the very end they show you the actual like audios
The
and all that.
pictures and
Dude, I kid you not, I started having like really bad luck, and I was like, no, I don't. I think I'm letting demonic things into my life, kind of thing.
Interesting.
And I was like, no. I've been wanting to rewatch the third one, but I haven't since. But yeah, I thought the first one was really good because it tugged at my heart because it makes you fall in love with the characters, like you said. But now we're bringing up about Stephen King. How do you guys like it? The remastered one or the new one?
I feel like the movies don't really, well, that's just me though. The movies don't do the book justice. It doesn't point the real message it's saying in the book in the movies. In the movies, it's trying to make it
I
more
like
flashy.
the original.
I like, what's his name, Tim Curry?
Tim Curry.
I like Tim Curry Pennywise. That was creepy as hell.
So correct me
That's
if I'm
the
wrong.
old one, right? The very
Mhm.
first one.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm
And
wrong.
the new one's pretty good too. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
It's like the 2-part.
Mhm.
It felt like there was more action in it. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
than it was like a scary movie. But
It was way more exciting when it came to the adults stuff.
yeah. I
Because
agree
the
with
older one, I like seeing the kids and whatever.
Mhm.
But with the adults, it's like, eh.
Mhm.
But man, if I don't even know if they show it like that in the new movie. When Pennywise like has the little lights, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
kind of just like frozen and stuff. In the book, Pennywise is like a freaking cosmic being.
Right.
So when he shines that light, they call it the dead light.
Yep.
In the movies, they can only show you so much.
Mhm.
But I'm like, if they actually showed you what it shows in the book, they're going through the galaxy and shit, and they're going through some weird cosmic stuff, and they're seeing weird god-like divine shit.
I don't know.
It's crazy. And it's all like intellectual.
Mhm.
And the whole point of them being able to fight against Pennywise is love.
Mm.
Their united love is what helps fight evil.
Mm.
Because Pennywise is that cosmic being that's just pure malevolence. But the movie doesn't deliver that whole thing, you know? It can only show so much.
I got a question for you. They can only show so much in love, right?
Hmm.
I heard that in the book
Uh-oh.
they all have sex with it. Is that true?
Yes!
They have an orgy.
Yeah.
It was very subtle, I think, but I kind of got the gist of it.
How is a gangbang subtle, Eric? That's what.
No, because I had to read it like 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, is this really happening?
Are you kidding? Like, see that?
I'm like, what the hell? I'm like,
That
I don't
blows
get it.
my mind. That is nasty.
it was twisted, you know?
Yeah.
So, maybe the movies did do it justice.
Yeah.
Said,
I
hey,
was
let's
like,
calm this
you know,
down.
I'm validating that part, but you know.
Like, we're not going to show an orgy of little kids.
So it was when they were kids. It wasn't when they were adults.
Yeah. It was when they were kids.
That's even worse.
Yeah. I mean, some people were like, it had to do with, like, innocence.
being lost.
and puberty and growing up and that sort of thing. And I'm like, I guess.
There's other ways to show
But I'm like,
that. Okay.
they could have just held hands. They didn't have to go all the way. Holy shit.
Oh, is that the old one? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold it. Can we play that? No,
That shit freaked us out when we were kids.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's like it's a little cheesy, but like when I first remembered seeing it, it's like I want to go into the living room.
Dude, that's
So
how I
dark
felt about
and
Chucky.
I was traumatized.
I was, yes. Like the idea of a little...
Yeah. Like that right there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, that right there, that's scary as shit.
If y'all want to know what I would feel like if when I first was like, okay, I gotta shave my head, that's what I thought. Big ass head.
You should make a music video. You're like Pennywise. It's a rat.
I'm just gonna grow out the size of my hair like that.
This here is creepy. Come on.
Yeah.
He was a creepy.
I don't like clowns, so.
You guys ever see the first Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he like locks someone in the basement and she starts to have like her little, I'm okay, like save me, and then he opens it and I'm like, ooh.
Wait, you're not talking about the new one that they made?
Oh, you mean like
they made a remake of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
You're
something.
talking about-
There's a character named Eric who kept getting his eyes and shit fucked up, and I'm like, why it gotta be Eric?
What was it the guy? He had glasses.
He had
too.
glasses, and I'm like, why is it gotta be Eric?
You're like relatable. Yeah, no, that was
Poor dude.
man. No, he got messed up. He really got messed up. And then like the Beverly scene where all the blood comes out and everything. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's they're doing some stuff there.
You know, that could be like a theory about like, you know, the horrors of menstruation.
No, do you know what that was supposed to be about?
Oh, really?
She was worried because her dad was, you know, molesting her, and she was worried about starting her period and then getting pregnant, and so that was her fear.
And he fed on it.
That's why he fed on it.
Yo, that book.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I only saw it right now, and I'm like, I wonder if it's a whole mirror thing of that whole stuff. All right, looking at hair right now, that's what traumatized me. Not Chucky or Michael Myers, but The Grudge. To me, I see it now, and I'm like, okay, it's not that scary, but I'm like, holy shit. If I ever wake up, and I just, oh look, there's the little scene right there of The Grudge. If I ever wake up and I see a white face with long hair, just like looking at me,
that's pretty good.
See, that was pretty good, right? I mean, I enjoyed personally. I like the remake of it, but I'm not gonna say like my opinion should matter on that one. But I will say, like, to pay homage on The Grudge and all those like Japanese horrors. Ooh, man.
to me, a lot of the scariest movies for me are Japanese movies. To me, they're just like, they're good.
Why are they so gruesome?
Well, they're gruesome.
When the dad walks in and like, what's wrong?
That's the scary thing. That only the kids see this stuff.
Yeah.
Like the dark side of your vivid imagination. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It made me start wondering, like, is this what schizophrenia feels like?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
They start to feel crazy too, and that's why they all lean on each other. Like they can't even live their everyday lives because it's affected them so much.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's good.
That was a good one. But anyways.
So how are we gonna go back to fitness from this?
I was gonna bring out, like, that's pretty much how my girlfriend feels about me with carnivores. Like, I'm surrounded by blood all the time. Like, I swear, today one of my bags of ground beef opened up and there's blood all over it. I gotta clean this up again.
She's like, "What the hell, Bernard?" And you're like,
What?
There's another movie coming out. It's called no, it already came out. It's called Welcome. Welcome. I don't know.
Woke home?
Yeah, and it's about this kid trying to find who's knocking on the wall. He just keeps hearing knocks on the wall, and it's just weird.
You just saw one recently too about the hand. What was that one called?
Talk to me.
Oh, Talk to Me. That was
good?
an Australian film. Yeah, that one was also really good.
You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot, but the main character just kept really getting on my nerves because she just kept. I think it's because I hate when people constantly keep blaming other people for something that's out of their control. Like she kept blaming the dad. Have you guys seen it?
No.
I'm not too interested in it, but so you
Okay. It's just basically like she kept blaming the dad and like staying with the sister's friend or family, and then she brought her problems onto them, and it's like, dude, I'm sorry your mom died. I really am, but at the same time, your dad has nothing to do with her death.
Yeah. Misplaced judgment.
Misplaced judgment, like that's not blame.
And they always portray teenagers like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like that movie, The Boogeyman. Have you seen that?
Oh, you saw that one too?
I saw that one.
Boogeyman.
I liked it.
Could you bring that one up?
Yeah.
Which one?
That was a fairly new
And
one too.
it was written what?
That was a fairly new one too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new one.
And I think it was written by Stephen King for the movie.
You know that? Okay, actually, did you hear about that? The Boogeyman is based off of a real person that would go out and like kill little children and eat them.
Really?
Or maybe not eat them.
That's crazy.
In the blinks. Sometimes the best thing to do is to face it. So this light is going to be completely solid like it is right now. And gradually, it's going to start flashing until it's totally dark. So you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay?
How's that not scary?
Yeah.
That's not so scary, is it?
Wow.
Just you, your sister, and me. You're doing good.
I just saw Stephen King and Stranger Things, and I'm like, say less.
It's not real. It's okay. It's okay.
A good transition.
It's all just in your head.
I got that same room.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Ooh. The little foot that just.
You saw this, right?
There's
Yeah,
something in my room. You believe me, don't you?
There's no such thing as monsters. You need to grow up. I'm serious, Sawyer. I need to be alone.
You're both having these manifestations. What is this supposed to be?
It's the thing that comes for your kids when you're not paying attention.
That's like the poltergeist. It reminds me of.
Dad, you have to listen to me.
Okay. I'm listening. Sweetheart, let me in.
I got some questions here.
Well, I was gonna say that the thing I like a lot about this movie is that I like the characters. In a lot of scary movies, I can't stand the characters. So the teenage daughter, the older one, they have like problems if you see the movie. They have problems and stuff, she and her dad or whatever, but it's not to the degree that they usually portray teenagers just being assholes to their parents. It's very compelling. It's more compelling than most. She's still understanding and whatever and try to be patient. She's a good older sibling. She's not an asshole.
Right.
The way most movies make teenagers.
Yeah, how they portray them.
They always portray them as assholes, but this one it's believable, and I'm like, thank God. Like, thank you.
Well, that's actually what I was going to ask you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then my next question is for Angel. When you see, would you say that cinematography was good? Did you like it? Transitions and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because what I've noticed, like when I started like really paying attention to the shots of things, it's like how would I make this, And it's like I don't look at movies the same way anymore. So.
Oh, you're studying them when you're watching.
Yeah.
It. You're like, why'd they do that?
Like, I think you would study like the script
Or
like
the people.
I do.
Like the characters.
When
like you were
when I
talking
hear
about.
their dialogue, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Or they say something, and I'm like, that could have been left out. Interesting.
So, Angel, what you got?
As far as like this, the contrast is really dark. You notice the bright
Oh,
colors. and
the
stuff.
TV kind of makes.
I mean, yeah, I
look
mean,
hard.
I could see it from here, but
Oh,
I already kind of have like an idea. Something that I also like from older movies is just that grainy texture.
Yes, I like that.
That even like adds to it. I feel like
You like the grainy texture. Could you give me an so
kind of like how we saw it just not too long ago,
Oh yeah, okay.
Pull up the
Yeah.
movie Poltergeist, the
or the Polter.
original one with the little girl.
Golly, that was a good movie.
That's what I saw a scene in there, and they reminded me of her like.
Oh, the
TV.
TV.
Yeah. Oh, I remember I'd have
Or Skinner
nightmares where like, oh yeah. You ever watch Scary Movie?
Yeah.
Like that static. Whenever I would see on those big ass TVs, like.
Oh, The Ring.
Yeah. Well, I would think about The Ring, Poltergeist, Scary Movie.
You just hear.
Yeah.
You're like.
I'd have nightmares that something's gonna come out of there or something's bad is about to happen. I'm like, nah, this is not it. I gotta go. Have you guys? Oh, which brings me to another question.
That has nothing to do with fitness.
Has nothing to do with fitness yet again.
It's cool, man. This is
it could be the survival of the fittest.
Yeah, that's where we'll make this. Yeah. Have you guys ever tried to turn on lights inside a dream?
Inside a dream.
Yeah.
Turn off lights.
Turn them on.
Turn
You
them
know,
on.
I've never actually had enough control to ever do something as simple as that.
So you've never been? I have a lot of nightmares.
Lucid dreaming. You never had experienced that?
Never.
I've
My
had some.
brothers
I've
have.
had 3. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But oh yeah, you'll remember them when they happen. I guess if you have a lot more. Someone who is as creative as you are, with imaginary things like that. I don't have that power.
Yeah, he's just like,
Because I don't even
It's
try.
not the picture I'm trying to paint, but yes.
But
so to
yes,
speak.
It is a talent of mine. But for me, dude, like when the only time like I'll start gaining control is like something will snap, and I'll realize because I'm in the nightmare, I'm like, hold up, what are the things I got to remember? And it's like you can't look in the mirror. They tell you don't do that. They also say you can't turn off lights or turn on lights in a dream. And at that moment, whenever I go try to turn on a light or turn it off,
you wake up.
well, no, I go try to do it. I'm still stuck in a dream because your body will not let you leave that dream. Like, have you ever tried to force yourself awake?
Yeah, it works.
Really?
It sometimes.
That works for me sometimes.
It's only when I really know that I'm dreaming or I'm about to die or I am dead or something like that. It's usually where it's like it's too much for my mind to handle that I'm like, oh, fuck.
You know what my scariest nightmares are? Is when I know it's a nightmare and my problem is I can't wake up. I'm running away
Where
the
you
whole
get like
time.
frozen, like what's it called?
Oh, that's sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, but no, I'm awake. No, I mean, I'm not awake. I'm still in the dream. Like, because sleep paralysis, you open your eyes and you start seeing like weird stuff. And I've had that once.
Really?
But yeah, that's.
I've had it once.
Yeah, it's
Like,
scared.
Oh yeah, it's like I can't do anything.
Yeah, my brothers have talked about that.
Can't
One
do
of them
anything about
lucid,
it.
the other one sleep paralysis, and I'm like, damn, what the hell's up with you guys? I'm like, holy
What are you
shit.
guys on?
Like literally, when we were kids, they would wake me up because I'm over there fucking like knocked down. They're like, Eric, can you come over here and sleep in the room with me because weird shit's happening. And I'm like, I want to understand them.
That's
so
right.
sometimes I'd go to my bed and I'd be like, God, I used to pray about at that time. I'm like, God, let something weird happen to me so I can understand my brothers. But every time I went into the room with them or I prayed for nothing ever happened to me. It's as if I was a repellent to
That's
bad
weird.
shit. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Like like I said, my scariest dreams is when I can't wake up and I know I'm in a nightmare and I have to wait it out until my body decides to wake up. Or B, excuse me, don't get that on my phone. It's always there's this lady with like black hair that is chasing me in my in the sleep paralysis.
Does she have a white face?
No, I should have said, does she have a nose?
Yeah, I don't ever get to see her face because like I'm trying to run away.
It's her.
If it was her,
Imagine if that was her.
I would be scared as shit, dude. But that, I mean, it's already scary enough because like I can't move my body, and I'm trying to get to the door, and I think that's why like sometimes it wasn't sleep paralysis, because in that nightmare it's like I wake up. Have you ever woke up from a dream, or wake up from a dream in another dream? You guys ever had that?
Maybe once.
Yeah.
Like
it
you go
just
from one
happens
dream
so
to
quick.
another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's as if in
Uh-huh.
the dream you woke up from a dream, but you're still dreaming.
That's whenever like I would dream and I would realize
Inception.
Some
it's
inception
inception shit.
Some inception.
Inception.
Leonardo DiCaprio. No, like I woke up and I thought I was like, think I'm out of this nightmare.
And you're
Right.
still in it.
I was still in it. Like it reminds me of that Freddy Krueger episode on Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
What's he say? He just keeps saying bitch all the time.
Oh!
Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch.
He's like, you gotta change Morty's grades, bitch. The guy's like, goddamn.
But what? Oh, and then so that's when I'm
He
like,
gets mad and goes to his family.
and then like you see his like normal life.
His normal life.
Bitch. You guys remember that? But yeah, no. How do you guys feel about Rick and Morty? Like,
that joint. What the hell?
You talk about the controversy with the guy, or
oh,
What controversy?
because he's not coming back apparently.
I knew that the main guy that wrote it died.
The one that voices him,
Oh, the one that voiced. Oh, it's another thing.
Justin
Oh.
Roiland, and
Oh wow. Why?
well, one of them was like sexually harassing people. So now like he's out.
Mhm.
So they don't know if they should do like another season or they do like AI to do the voicing, you know, or they get impersonators.
Fucking
I would
AI.
still watch it with an impersonator, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah, it's like, oh fuck that dude.
And I mean, I think he's cleared from like the charges and all that, but it's still the fact that he was like
Already kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Dan Hartman. Yeah, it's one of those dudes.
Who was he sexually harassing? Like
Someone from work, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But no, I love it. I love
Yeah.
that show.
No, that's a good show.
I remember when I first like saw it, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this, I don't know, the quality.
A plus quality. You know what's funny? I stayed up one night and I watched on Adult Swim the first episode,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't pull me in because I was like, "Is this Back to the Future?" Like, I don't know.
It looks like Back to the Future.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it was Rick and Marty was for Back in the Future, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Actually,
yeah,
I don't even
it
know.
was Marty, but
Doctor.
was it Rick? What's the doctor's name? Doc.
I think it's just Doc.
Doc.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it just reminded me of that, and I was like, whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess whenever it was done first season, I was like, let me watch, let me see. And I watched, I was like, man, this is pretty good, you know. So I think it hit a lot of emotional things where it's like you're depressed. And man, that boy Rick, that man is always
Mhm.
depressed, which I don't blame him, but
That's why he drinks, I think. Yeah.
yeah. Which leads me to another thing. There's this one guy I saw on Instagram. He calls. So this overweight guy calls, and he's like, "Hey, you know, I'm overweight. I've lost my wife. I'm on welfare. And have no friends. What should I do?" And the guy, he's supposed to be like Andrew Tate level kind of people.
Mhm.
That's why I rolled my eyes when you said Andrew Tate, because this guy he pissed me off because
What do you say?
he said, dude, you're already screwed. Like, you might as well be dead, basically. He said, let this be an example to all you young people not to end up like him. And I was like, man, you don't know what this guy is struggling with at all. Like, that's so shitty. Like, just putting down other people bring you up, and having that mentality. Where's the empathy in that? And
It's like their mentality is only good to help them make money, but to give advice to the rest of the world about stuff that you're not going through, in my head, I'm like, shut up. You sound like a fool.
Yep.
But these, younger people, they're not going to know
You don't
the
think it's the
difference.
shock factor too? Like they know people are gonna be listening. It's like,
Yeah.
This will get more people to
That's why
my
they
channel.
watch.
And
Yeah.
Right. It's like they told someone to call
people
in.
love to hear this. So
Yeah.
come back.
Which to me it disgusts me. It just really disgusts me because
This is a matter if you listen or not, or let it get to you. Right.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people are that strong minded.
No, not a lot of people know how to think.
Affects them.
They don't know how to think for themselves.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I've heard too many people close to me that like just they talk as if it's an idea that they have, and I hear them and I'm like, 5,000-10,000 other people are saying the exact same thing you're saying. I'm like, this isn't original. You sound like you're just a record player saying something else that someone else have said. I'm like, where's your thinking?
Yeah,
where's your line of thought?
Right.
Like from the get go. Like where are you baseline? I don't know.
That's something I've realized that a lot of people are they just follow. If it just sounds good, all right, I guess I'm doing it, you know. But that can get really controversial things right there.
What?
Just like you're just a follower, like you don't
think for
yourself, and it's like you can look at controversial. Okay,
Let's get controversial.
Don't put me on the cross. No pun intended. But like religion, politics. Like remember when we were kids? And it's like, well, my parents are Republican, so therefore now I'm Republican or anything.
Yeah.
Like that. We have no knowledge, no working knowledge of any of this, but we followed it because what our parents did. I remember I would be at my friend's house, and I would stay the night over there, and they were worried that he would turn out gay because we were like 8 years old and would sleep in the same bed, and I was like, dude, I'll sleep on the floor. I don't care, you know, no big deal. But his parents were like, you know, foreign, and at that time, that's like how it was thought, but that's because it's passed down thought processes,
right?
You know? And so, well, why don't you think about it from your own perspective? Like, you know, if I was a parent, would I think to myself, man, I really want to touch another man? You know, like, no, it's just, he's gay. That's what he likes. Like, I had girlfriends at the time. Like, why is this a deal? But like I said, it would get controversial. That's why I was like, I don't know, that's something worth talking about and diving in. So,
well, I mean, to me, a lot of stuff that can be dived into is worth diving into, because then other people are just going to only think of it surface level, never actually like go into the details of the whole issue or whatever.
Let's talk about abortion.
Holy shit.
I'm
over here like
you're right, let's do that.
You're like, yeah, let's go with something.
Let me show you
abortion.
This clip.
Oh yeah, you found it. Okay, cool.
Oppenheimer special effects. I was surprised when Angel told me the special effects were
practical.
It's not CGI, and I'm like, how the fuck? But look at that.
That's cool.
The shot where it's showing about fission and fusion and stuff.
That is awesome. That's like the fire of the nuclear explosion.
I'm like, I saw the movie. What's today? Sunday. I saw that movie yesterday again. And I was looking at those shots, and I'm like, that is amazing how these
like
people...
that one. Yeah.
I mean, talk about cinematography. To know how to make an effect like that. Excuse me. Holy shit! One of the cashews. Whew.
You need some monsters.
I need some monster. I need some monster. Mango loco. Mango loco.
Planters.
There we go.
Lubricate the esophagus.
I was talking a little bit on the planters, cashews, brand.
Lubricate the
esophagus. CGI
with,
when you have a fish
nuts.
Over hearing you on the side, fish tank. He's like nuts. I'm like, fuck.
What? What was that movie? I butcher the name all the time, but it's an A24 film. Everywhere, all at once, all at the same time.
Everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What about
you did butcher it?
It gets worse every single one. Like,
you made up a sequel.
Everything, all of it, everywhere,
that's
everyone.
Right, guys.
There, here, over there.
Everything here, everything over there.
But yeah, dude, like that was none of the people that did like the special effects and CGI and all that, like they had no degree in it or anything.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude, look it up. Like it blows my mind. They just did some like YouTube videos or like.
Well, I feel like more stuff is possible today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just easier.
And their budget was so low because they just, I'm gonna make it work.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's where I get some
That's where creativity comes from. Give you a little bit.
Well,
What can you make out of it? It's simple.
I'm sorry, I kept cutting you out.
No, you're good.
My
Sorry.
no, you're good. I apologize.
No, I apologize.
But remember last time I said on our previous episode 2,
Episode 2, check that out.
we were talking about that's what brought us here together, and it's like we got to think about what type of movie could we make. You know? Like Angel is the one who's been editing this, and I tried to get on Adobe Premiere. I realized, dude, I'm doo-doo water, and I need to learn this. And so I think that's something that we could all really work upon, because if these people on YouTube are going out here and making these movies like Skinamarink, Talk to Me, what's some other ones? I can't think of any others. The point is that like it is possible. It is possible for sure. And I'm not saying we have to go do all that, but let's enjoy it and make some real work spark, because we have it all at our fingertips, kind of thing. So, yeah,
It's very possible.
Like I was actually thinking of like just a little TikTok clip. You seen those commercials of like perfume or cologne, and they're doing some shit, and then Dior. It's
Yeah, the words pop
or whatever. I was thinking of a TikTok video of.
We had to use Bernard's voice though.
Dior. It's survival of the fetus.
Holy shit, I'm just kidding.
It is now survival.
We need that as the outro. But I was thinking of like I was imagining myself doing a TikTok video of just me doing some random stuff during the sunset. With a camera that can zoom in on me perfectly and have the sunset blurry in the background.
Okay.
And I'm just looking philosophical and shit. With the song from Oppenheimer, you know, can you hear the music? And the crescendo and all that stuff, and then that's the end of the video. And I was like, I wonder if I could do that. I just don't have
Very possible.
the camera. But I have the vision of like the little angles and the little things that I could be doing or whatever. And I'm like, and it wouldn't have to be a big old thing. But it could look good.
You'd be surprised what you can do with a camera on your phone.
Yeah, even an iPhone, dude.
Yeah, that was
figure it
pretty
out.
good. Nah, it's not going.
And I'm like, I got an iPhone 11. You're like, nah, never mind.
Nah,
Nah, you gotta do shit
go
with
ahead
it.
and get a refund. No,
Might as well throw it away.
What was it? There's a Rick and Morty episode where he goes all the way to this like different universe, blah 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 blah. Finally makes up this mountain, and it's a toilet at the very top of this mountain. You remember that episode?
What?
You haven't seen that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Eric, that's what I was envisioning you doing. Like,
It was all philosophical and it just zooms out finally. I'm taking a
no,
shit.
it zooms out, but then it does like a silhouette where it's like all black, but you see a sunset and it's like Dior, you know, and like or what does it say? You toilet or something like that. What is
Toilet, whatever.
Yeah, what does that mean?
It's
I know
a
the
French
French
word for fragrance.
Toilet water. Okay, but yeah, no.
Like toiletry.
Toiletry. But yeah, no, I think that'd be pretty fun to make. You know, I think it'd be a good TikTok. No one steal that idea, please. But I think that'd be fun.
They can't steal it. They don't have my face.
That might be famous.
I gotta do that smoldering look.
You have to. Like, I will go buy a toilet for $100.
You just see me on top of some fake ass mountain on a toilet like this.
Dude,
You just see me embracing the sunset,
I got
taking the best.
Speaking of sitting on toilets, my cat. I'm a cat dad, no joke. And I don't know if we can show this. I'm gonna show it to y'all first, and you guys tell me what you think. You know?
I'm like, I love that word. Just you know, we like to dive into meaningful things, and then we just like to talk about us. Our best ideas come about when we're taking a deuce.
It does.
I have nothing better else to do, so I'm just like,
I'm just gonna
light bulb moment.
I'm gonna crop this out a little bit, but I made it to where I'm gonna send it to y'all's phone. And
I like your phone case, dude. It's
Thank
like
you.
Assassin's Creed or something.
but it's all metal too.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
You can pull it out.
Look at this. I can throw it as a weapon. But hopefully you guys get my text message soon. But
I can share this or what?
no, well, you guys tell me first. But so my cat, I made it look like she's taking the picture, like a selfie. Like, yeah, I'm here with Dad. And like the funny thing is,
That's a good one, dude.
she just loves getting it. Like, I don't get it, but she, like, I have my pants down.
That's a
She's
good
like-
ass picture.
She'll sit in my underwear and like just here, you know, no big deal.
That's funny.
But yeah, so she had her paw out, and I'm like,
Chill with Dad.
perfection.
Or what does that guy say in the interviews? Sensational.
Sensational. I wish, you know what?
Sensational.
I've what's his name? God, what is that guy's name?
Okay.
But the sensational, because he's talking about cheesecake.
Is that what he's talking
That's
about?
what he's talking about. They were like,
I
it
thought he was a rapper or something.
No, he is a rapper. Oh, it was Future. It was Future.
Oh.
And he was just sitting, or he's talking to Nardwar. It's like, there you go. And what's the name of Nardwar?
Sensational.
Do you like cheesecake at all?
I love cheesecake. Cheesecake at nighttime, real late at night. Cheesecake could do, man. Top it out before you go to sleep.
What flavor of cheesecake did you like, Future?
Just the regular one, original.
What does that taste like? Just full-on cheese?
It tastes like cheesecake.
Here we go.
Sensational.
I finally got the whole interview. Nice. That's the funniest fuck, man.
Yeah, man, like, that's
He's like,
Can you give us a sensational?
you say.
sensation. I can't do it like him. He's too chill.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
noticed. I'm like, me, like, I got the mic in front of my face and I'm still fucking yelling. Like,
Oh,
I'm just
God,
excited.
I feel bad for Angel editing our audio.
Angel's just over there with the headphone.
We're gonna see how it is.
Fucking screaming all the time.
It's like, Eric, you're gonna have to pay me some like
Get the
medical
mic out of your
bills.
throat.
What?
Get the mic out of your throat.
Yeah, man, like that he must have had a lot of Delta 8s because that's legal.
What's that?
Delta 8 is THC,
What's that?
marijuana.
Oh,
Like strand of it or something, right?
Yeah.
Some composition of it.
With it, I think it's before we go into the scientific part, it's just basically they move like a carbon down the chain, and it's less potent. But man, I know a guy that tried it, and
what do you say? It was sensational.
he would not say that. He said it gave him a headache, and I would agree with him. But yeah, it's I don't know. Have you guys ever tried? Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. But yeah, he seems real chill saying that. I don't think I can sound that chill saying that. He sounds too good. Dude, what type of music you guys listen to? Sensational music?
It's gotta be sensational.
What is it? Is it metal?
R&B for this guy.
R&B?
I like R&B, 80s music. I like 80s music.
Hey, as you should. That's good. I like that.
70s, usually I lean with BGs.
Okay.
Luther Vandross.
You gotta catch the karaoke. with this
Dude, you
guy.
gotta go to round 2.
Really? Okay.
Over there and where
Is that when you sing?
Yeah, Saturday nights.
You know what I was listening to?
Not everyone's gonna be there.
But only people clap for me.
Do you know the song "You Don't Have to Be a Star"?
No, I don't know that one.
Do you like this type of music?
That sounds beautiful.
Or does that bring you back?
Yeah, every time I was like working with certain people, I'd start singing songs like that, Luther Vandross and whatever. They're like, "What you know about that?"
You know.
I'm like,
I feel
I'm
like,
Hispanic, but I
Yeah,
love
learning
like
about
R&B
this guy.
stuff.
I feel like every single time, like as another person that loves disco. It's
Oh,
like,
you like disco?
Oh, I love disco.
Awesome.
So as soon as they start, like, as soon as I hear it and someone else is playing it, it's like, you know about that. Hold up now.
You start doing the little. What you doing? What you know about that?
You see me come out of the toilet area.
Start dancing already.
Ooh.
What's up?
Sensation. I started working on that, dude. I have to get that down now. But yeah, no, I didn't know you liked disco. That's really cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't help it. Like if it's
I can't help it.
seriously, like that's what I ask people. Like I don't ask people like
That's who I am.
what kind of music do you like. I ask people when it comes to music. I ask people what kind of music do you listen to that just like speaks to your soul, that you just can't help but love it. You can't help it.
Right. I love that.
And for me, like if it's funky, groovy,
Funky.
I can't help it.
I want to get to you in a second, Angel, but
That's why
I want to show this. I showed this song to Angel a long time ago. Maybe you might remember Angel, but it's, man, I think he's Pakistani, but he sounds like Frank Sinatra to me.
Oh.
Yeah, but he has a disco vibe to it. I don't know if you guys are gonna vibe with it.
Let's check it out.
But I think 30 seconds is fine for copyright, right? 30 seconds.
Sure.
Well, we're going to probably fast forward a little bit.
We'll beep out the music.
So here's the intro, right? And then I think it's right about here you're going to start hearing like, hold up. Give it a moment, people. Hey, right? It gets you moving.
Hey, I'm already driving. I'm on a 70s show.
Dude, you know what? Yeah, and then
high speed chase.
Text it to me.
You said what?
Text it.
And then I want you guys to hear I'm gonna put in the group chat. I think you all need to hear this one.
Oh shit, he sings.
Oh no, one right here. Yeah. Go ahead, go back to what you were doing. Okay, it's right here. Okay. Wait till you hear his voice.
Not very good at improvising, but I love it. Oh, you hear that?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
This man.
Oh, you hear the strings?
Yeah, like it's so intricate. I know I'm butchering that word, but
intricate.
Intricate. And it's like it hits so well. I don't know why it does with me, but like it vibes with me. I'm like, okay, I'm sitting there. I can feel this. I feel that I'm in a story. And that's when I love music, is when you feel like you're in the story.
When it takes you somewhere.
Yeah. All right, Angel, go take the reins. Tell me what type of music you like.
It just depends on the mood that I'm in. Like for the longest, I've always been interested in like indie music.
Indie, yeah.
Just because it's more instrument based versus like hip hop.
What would you consider indie?
Digital.
Like, can you list? Because my brothers and I always talk about what's this, alternative rock or indie?
The thing about indie
like, what
music
the hell is
is
that?
like a lot of the artists just like random ass names.
Yeah.
Like they're all random. But I guess like even because you can go into like indie, alternative, but all that. I like all that.
That was a good point, because indie in itself is its own genre that has so many sub genres underneath it that it's like
You can
even get like electric. It can get
there's even sub genres of that. Even,
It's
you know,
got-
like,
Yeah, like my brother, he's like, what's this, techno, house music, or EDM? And I'm like, they all sound the fucking same to me.
Yeah.
and they're not.
Yeah.
And I'm
They're
like,
actually not.
and what's the difference between
Dubstep,
each of those?
all that.
Oh yeah.
Dubstep.
Have you guys? Okay, there's a certain genre that I feel is on a rise.
Okay.
It's called funk, PHUNK.
Yeah.
I think it's a mixture between dubstep and techno. To be honest, have you guys heard?
I'm gonna need to hear a sample of that.
Go ahead and say that again, babe. Say it.
I'm gonna need to hear another sample of that. When I'm done hearing it, what'd you think of it?
The lights have changed.
It was absolute trial.
I was like, sensational.
I
think I got the hang of that.
I think you do.
I have a playlist right here.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Gotta go.
Everybody's hearing me chewing on these cashews.
Oh, I thought you were saying you had a playlist of funk. I was like, oh, so you already well aware.
He already knows what's up.
Give me some. Wait, was that Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah.
They're considered
alternative.
I could see Phoenix trying to be cool. That's I don't know if you guys.
Something right here.
Do you guys like Phoenix?
I don't know who they are.
We'll come back to We'll bring you back.
We'll educate you.
Glass Animals.
Mm-hmm. Glass Animals is good.
Oh, I like June.
I don't know June.
There's one song I know of June, but damn, I gotta look it up.
Spanish rock. I love rock.
Mm-hmm.
I can listen to rock anytime.
So would you say that your most defining genre is probably overall rock?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like instrument based.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing the guitar, the drums, and
Do you like 80s kind of rock?
80s. Yeah, I love
classic rock.
Yeah, I love 80s music too. I like the. It feels like more of like a good feel vibe.
Mm-hmm. So.
Aha, you know.
Wait.
Aha, the artist.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Take on me. Everybody, let's go. Take me on. Fuck.
No,
I did it on purpose.
The thing is, I don't know if you noticed, but these are all my playlists. It's just
a whole bunch of different ones.
Did I see one that said nasty bitch?
Even some. Where?
What? No,
what is this for? What is this nasty bitch for? Oh,
What does it say? Long.
Is that
which one?
That playlist songs to perform?
It was.
Is that song? Oh, it is the Strokes.
Yeah.
Have you heard
the
the
what?
Have you heard the Strokes?
These were songs that I wanted to
probably
play on the guitar.
to actually like play in front of people.
That would be badass, man.
I feel like I
Can
know
we play a
one
little bit? I want Eric to hear it.
I think he knows.
Well, I like Vertilia.
Oh,
I came from Guitar Heroes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was going to play well.
Yeah, Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero
I
3.
really put in Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Badass. Okay.
That was one of our go-to songs.
Dude, I love all kinds of music. It just depends on the mood. You ever heard of this one?
Will you save this with him? You have a patch.
In the real right here. I don't know what it is, but it sounds.
Let's sing.
Zungo, zungo, zungo.
I like it.
Zungo, 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 zungo. Oh, damn.
You must have a pen.
You must have a peanut? That's what I thought I heard. Holy shit.
I like it.
I like it all.
So, now, so we got rock.
Young Gun Silver Fox.
What is that?
That's some people I don't know, but I like that kind of music.
Yeah, the thing is, these indie bands, they have weird obtrusive names in there. I get lost and mixed with all of them.
Lost in Sauce. Yeah.
1975.
Yeah, so they're more popular.
Then you guys have heard of Parcels?
No.
Parcels? They're an Australian group of guys.
Hmm.
Groovy as hell.
They're groovy.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anyone say groovy in a long time. I like that.
So like
That's
rock,
Groovy.
Disco.
like, disco, is that like the
Or-
overall genre?
I don't even know.
Pop?
I always just say groovy.
No, it's not. Funk. F-U-N-K.
Funk.
Do you like funky music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Play that funky music.
You gotta be politically correct Caucasian boy.
It doesn't rhyme.
Bernard, it doesn't rhyme. We can't have you on the group anymore. No, I would say mainly rock. I would say I fit with that. But then it's like I say that, but I feel you on that, Eric. Where I love old music, and that goes for rap. That goes for Australian.
And not to cut you off, but I just think music today is, I don't know if they're running out of ideas or everything's just repetitive, but
To me,
nothing
80s was
really,
like the golden era. That's
I don't
just
think
me.
nothing's really going to top it
Right.
than it did back then.
Like in the 80s, like there was a lot of British music that was coming over here. I think that was a good time.
The British invasion.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yes, that's what it's called.
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Invasion?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
It's not no laughing matter.
Oh.
It's an era.
You're like, it was a revolution. Revolutionary.
I love it. I love it.
Survival of the fittest.
I see you listen to chill lo-fi study beats.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lo-fi is such an interesting selection of music.
It's a really interesting vibe.
Like I love listening to that kind of music because it's like they'll add like some sometimes they'll add like anime like audios,
Background or...
which it's like that blows my mind because that's technically music, and they didn't. Not that they didn't put much work into it, but it's like
Hey, it goes
you
back to
took
that.
something.
Go for it. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say you took something and then you just like
Add
made it its own. Yeah, and then but what were you gonna say, Eric?
Yeah, it sounds so simple,
Mm-hmm.
and it's enough.
Keep it simple. You know what?
Oh, I saw this video.
No.
Well, of course, it's probably staged, but to me, I like it more. That the guy's playing, he's playing the piano, trying to impress a girl or something.
Mhm.
He's playing the piano, this intricate piece that's probably beautiful or whatever for certain audiences, but the girl doesn't look interested. And then he starts to play a song that's like well known, like the Up theme song or something, something cute, and she notices it. But that's how I am when it comes to like piano stuff. All the intricate stuff, the fast or whatever, I'm like, I don't like it. I like the
That
stuff.
sounds impressive too, though.
It's
Yeah.
impressive, but to me, I like the stuff that's just one key at a time. And if it has a vibe or an emotion, it's telling a story. I'm like, I fucking love that.
You know what I think is the coolest thing? I used to say this when I was younger. Is you know, whenever like, so when you hear that noise, right?
What
that,
noise?
that like this.
Okay.
That like or any noise you hear like me slapping my leg, that's a collision of atoms hitting. Like I mean millions of them. And you just heard a bunch of atoms just hit each other. And to this day it's like it made that much noise that reached my ear that I can hear it. And I go back to like the idea that, you know, you have this Ferrari of a vehicle and you don't utilize it. And this is a survival mechanism. And it's the survival of the fittest. And so it's like, it's so cool that through evolution and time, this is the model that came out. And right now, this is who you are on this moment on Earth. And you get to enjoy hearing the collision of atoms. You get to enjoy the taste of chemical reactions in your mouth. And we get to listen to beautiful music like this, you know? And it's a wonderful thing. And us being able to sit here and do this, that's awesome. Awesome thing. Get to record all this shit.
Yeah.
You know, back in that, take away like 30 years ago or 20 years ago, they weren't doing this stuff.
And you can look at this, I don't know, years from now, and it'll be there.
You know, I was gonna wait for an episode where we were gonna solely talk about music, but have you guys ever heard a song you've never heard of before, but you catch up on it and you know the beat that's gonna come up next? That ever happened?
It's so few and far between where like you feel like you can anticipate it.
Like you just feel like you catch the rhythm of the song and you can already like
you catch the
anticipate
rhythm.
it.
I'm listening to the lyrics, and then I know what he's gonna say next. And someone's like, "You've heard this before?" And I'm like, "No."
Just makes sense.
But there was actually in a philosophy class about aesthetics that I took. One of the philosophers was talking about music, and he said in his theory that music actually does kind of like other things in the universe, like physics and whatever. Music also has a formula. Some things follow others. And people can experiment. That's what we hear from like alternative stuff or I don't know, some other kind of things that we might think is weird. People experiment. But in his theory that the music actually has a formula. Things follow logically.
So I don't know if you guys ever heard of music theory.
I was just gonna bring that up right now. Like how basic it can get.
What does that mean?
Like music theory, just like as like maybe one instrument or two instruments, or I don't know. Maybe you can help with that.
There's an actual class.
Yeah, it's a class.
Yeah, I can't speak on that, Angel. You know more than I do.
I just remember it was one of the weirdest classes I've taken because it could be like just how they've broken down music over the years and how it's evolved and what was considered music back then versus now.
Yeah, like for me, because I'm so caught up. What's the word? Hung up.
Well, I don't know.
I'm so hung up on 70s and 80s style.
Hung up, yeah. It's very
obsessed.
Yeah, I guess obsessed. So I admire it so much that when I hear today's music, I'm like, to me, it's tasteless. A lot of it's tasteless, and so I end up hearing 1975. I go outside of the country, parcels, and I'm like, there it is. They got it. They remember it.
Mhm.
That's how I feel sometimes when I hear them. I'm like, these guys remember.
And I think that's just with like that genre of music too. I feel like it's not to put down rap or anything, but I feel like you have to be a little more creative with like rock or
Yeah.
funk.
Actually, you know, it's specifically because of rap today that I appreciate the rap from the 90s and the early 2000s even more. Like, I used to not like Eminem. All I heard was
bro.
blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, ugh. But
But
then
you
now,
know what?
And then now I literally hear blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then I hear
That's what I was
Eminem
gonna
and he's
say.
like lyricist. And I'm like, holy shit.
He's actually saying
shit, making points, pulling, shooting shots, and I'm like, oh, this is good.
Yeah,
I'm like, holy shit, this is poetry.
Dude.
But today, the poetry's like dying. The creativity's dying. And I'm like, damn it.
You go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, he hit it. He hit it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there is rap out there that is poetic.
J. Cole.
J. Cole was one of them. Who was that guy that he's half black, half white, and he just recently stopped?
Oh, Jack Harlow?
No.
That's the only guy I know. I don't follow a lot of rappers.
It was Logic. You guys know Logic?
Oh yeah.
He quit making music because everyone started just hated on him all the time. And I'm like, dude,
Why?
he makes like some good music. Like,
It's almost like why they stopped liking Nickelback.
I don't know why. Why do they not?
I don't know why they don't like
I don't
Nickelback.
get it either. Maybe it was just cheesy.
I think someone said that this is because she like, dude, I would jam out to it all the time in middle school. I was like, what's the problem with this song? And they would just say their things. But anyways, yeah, no, I really liked it. But the point I was going to get to is, are you guys more lyrically inclined, or are you guys more,
That's a good question.
just want to hear the sound?
So at the same time, like I can like downplay like hip hop today, but I still like it too.
Mhm.
Just because it has something about it. Maybe it's the beat,
That hypes you up.
then it hypes you up. Just the nonsense part of it. You can listen to like Tyler the Creator and some of his older stuff where it's just like noise and like like wild stuff that pumps me up. And then you can listen to like J. Cole. I mean, that's I think the beauty of music.
Mhm.
Can depends on how you're feeling. It can enhance that.
It's eye of the beholder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I agree with that because I was talking to my dad because he's like, well, I like to listen to music because of more of the instrumentals. Like I like if it has a good beat, it sounds good, then I'll listen to the lyrics. Where I'm like, it will catch me at the beginning with the beat and all that, but what keeps me there is the lyrics. To be honest with you,
Interesting.
like there's a song. Remember that song from Pierceville that came out? That
Yes.
Yeah, he says, I'm a very competitive person, and so when I heard,
Wait, which Pierceville?
it was Nirvana, I think.
Oh yeah.
He says,
yeah, sure. Yeah.
He says, batter up, something, and it just for some reason something clicks in my head, and I just imagine like I stepped up to home plate and I gotta win,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives me chills every single time, like I'm ready for it. But that's what I love about music is that it puts you into this realm of your imagination, and you do with what
You interpret it how you want,
Yeah. So.
Speaks to your heart.
Whatever is happening in your moment and time and space in your life, the way that affects you, that's your connection to it.
Yep.
It might be different from someone else that doesn't like it, or
Right.
just doesn't connect.
Yeah, like someone I know, they like they when they were in high school, they used to love listening to like emo-ish kind of stuff. And but the kind of the way she grew up, her personality, introverted and stuff, having all these deep down emotions and that expressing.
You could relate with.
I'm like,
music.
That's why you like it. And me, I don't really resonate with it because I don't feel those things.
Exactly.
I feel more of the hopeless romantic, the lover stuff. And so when I hear
funk,
Journey,
groove,
lying beside you, I'm like, oh, I'm in love because I'm a lover. That's why I like it. I'm like,
what's that song? It's something. It's like they say it's Tuesday and I'm in love. What's that song? What is it? How's it go?
It's more of an older one too.
It's an older one. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't.
Yeah, if it goes back to the 50s and 60s, I don't really know that.
No, it's like 70s or 80s.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, nope, I don't know it.
Hey, don't worry about
Oh my god.
it. I know it's on your tongue, isn't it?
The Smiths.
It's Friday night. Friday night, and I'm
The
in love.
Smiths.
Let's check.
I think it is.
You know, I think the only music I really do like to listen to the lyrics mostly for is country music, but like more classic country music.
You know, I've never been a country music person. My girlfriend.
Neither was I.
Yeah.
And now I'm there every Thursday. Well, I used to be at Red River.
It's Friday night, and I'm in love. I thought it was the Smiths, but
the Cure.
Maybe it was the Cure.
We're looking up music, people.
Yeah, we got to inform you guys. Oh, Friday, I'm in love. Yeah, it was the Cure. Yeah, he looks like he is. I think he aged pretty well. He looks the same, just older. And I was like, man, that cocaine really worked out.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, no, it was good stuff. But I think we're going to end it off on this note of Friday night. I'm in love.
Yeah, we all got places to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is good. We covered a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
Anything but fitness.
We kind of touched it.
We touched it.
We dabbled. We dibble-dabbled, you know.
I just, there's so much to appreciate.
When Eric started bringing up like groovy stuff, it was like initiate boogie woogie. That's what I.
Yeah, that's gonna be the outro of Boogie Wonderland. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Oh, I love that song actually. If we could do that.
Yeah.
I know. You wanted to do
Only
the
10
survival of the fittest.
Survival. Yeah, the thing is,
Put 10 seconds of Boogie Wonderland and then survival of the fittest.
we're not Joe Rogan, so we can't use Spotify music or stuff like that without going into like copyright territory. I just don't want to.
Then we're just gonna stick with.
That's too bad. I guess
unless we can find somebody that can make us our own.
There is
song.
a website where it has all the licenses, like $14 a month, and you can use like any music you want.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something to look into.
Something to look into, yeah. So it even has different like audios you can use for audio clips and that. So yeah. All right, bye guys.
Well, yeah. Well, thank you, gentlemen, and we'll
Godspeed.
talk again.
Fuck.
All right.
Survive.
All right, guys.
Sensational.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
See you.
Well, it's survival of the fittest.